All right, that brings me to this question of bonding. You make mention of something, said communication often with your children brings about that bonding.
Yes.
And I think this is what is really missing. Because there's some parents truly that do not really care. They tell you that I feed you, I cater for your needs, I do everything. It's up to you to decide.
Yes.
So now, why is it so important for parents to bond with their children, having provided everything they need for them?
You see, when it comes to bonding, bonding is a key aspect of every relationship. I can be sitting beside you here and be shouting, and yet you might not even hear what I'm saying. There was a psychological text some time ago that they said, if a husband and a wife stays together in the same room and they are shouting at each other, it means that in their heart, the distance from each other is farther than their physical distance. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I hear that.
If I'm here with you now,
Yeah.
and I want to pass a message to you, and I have to shout at you to pass that message, there is a disconnection in my mind. But you'll be so surprised that if we are well bonded, I can whisper, and just reading my lips, you understand what I'm trying to say. Because the distance of the bonding in the heart is well knitted. So I don't need to shout to pass. And many homes, this is what exists. People shout and shout to, and sometimes we're asking, this is me here, why are you still shouting to pass this information? There's a distance. So when there is no bonding, most of the time, there is this friction that always happens. And that's why it is important for parents to bond. Bonding has to do with how well do you understand your children? How well can they relate with you without fear? Even when they make mistakes, can they walk up to you and say, Mom, I just messed up? When they have issues to discuss, will they think about you first, or their peers, or somebody outside the house? So bonding takes care of all these things. When you have properly engaged your children, you're on the same level with them. Yes, you are their parents. They know. You don't need to tell them that I'm your father, I'm your mother. Before they know, they already know that you are their fathers and mothers. So you don't necessarily need to say, don't you know I'm your... By the time you're even telling your children, don't you know I'm your father or I'm your mother, it
sounds absurd.
Absurd! Like, I already know that, so why are you telling me that? So what we're trying to say is, look, engage them.